We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go! Watch the safety creep! Shoot!
Taylor. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't. But also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Chris Barnes there on the stop. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Kill.
On the handoff, Taylor. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Check three.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This a 33-yard attempt. McCann's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 36. 3 buds. Mike 35. Mike 35. Focus, defense, focus. 35's the mic. Stay with your man.
Throwing. Love. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me. 58, boys. 58. 58. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Love. Well, this is caught by Williams. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check safety. Check safety. No. Off. Check. First down.
A handoff for Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Check, 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 check.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and goal. Love. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Bronco 80, 18, Pioneer. Go Chap, go Chap.
Check 99. Switch, switch, switch.
Now back to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Lucky. Hey, Mike 51, Mike.
Dragon 60.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Get him.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Viking 18. Way back home.
Now a give to Taylor, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run it with Shaheen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Third and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Mike 51. Hurt. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go. Mike 51.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
The mic, boys. 51. Who that?
On the carry, Shaheen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
60 Bison.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey. Check 50. Check 50. Check.
They go bootleg. Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And nowhere to hide on that play.
It was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Come on, QB, come on. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Green Jets, coming to you.
Off the play fake, Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Cowboy 80.
Check your hot read.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Cowboy 80.
Check pass. Check pass.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Shift, shift.
Lion.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Exit. Exit.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is going to be Packer football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
SOS, SOS. Check the backer, check the backer.
Triple 38.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, blue.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
To the air again, Love. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Mike 51.
Riggs.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. He's checking.
On first down, it's Scott, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch the slats. Watch the hiking. 18.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Running with Shaheen, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Mike 5'9".
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
6 man. Check curls. Check nickel.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 66 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second and 5. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Got nothing. Watch the ass.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Big Lion, trap 60, trap 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hawk 70.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Cougar 19.
Twist, twist.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stop, let's go. Check, 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 check.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Go street.
Mike's 59. Bandit, bandit. Mike, check, 59.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Colts pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down, Love to pass. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Undercrunch. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Yellow. Zoom. 58's Mike. If you don't get this, boys.
Glove now on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go, Tony. Let's go right here now. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Blaster. Blue there.
On play action. Love to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You're trash. You're trash.
19 Lion.
Mike, check. 59.
Pick me up.
Here's Taylor. 164 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Tight dog. 60 Eagle.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hawk 70.
Show it.
Check. Crunch.
Ship.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right. Mike's 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mike, check, 59.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
Now Taylor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Oh, you got deep?
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Go! 70 Lions!
Watch the out. Deuce.
Taylor.
That's it, huh?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, 207 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Time to go. Night. Go.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.